was a student, some of the most year-round in master classes, but you did an excellent job. So this is Bach. What do you know about Bach? Do you know anything about him? And if you don't know anything, that's okay.
Well, I went to a Bach camp when I was really young.
Oh, you did? Excellent. But do you remember anything from it?
We just learned about the time period, and I played a lot of pieces, and I know he likes to really express a lot of different feelings in his music.
He does very much so. He does play around with key signatures too and different feelings with that as well. So Bach is from the Baroque era, and you probably remember that. This piece is a suite of a whole bunch of different movements, and each movement is a dance, okay? So a polonaise is dance and a pedinnerie is a dance. And a polonaise, what kind of, just by playing this, what kind of dance do you think this sounds like? Like, go ahead.
It's kind of like, I don't know how to explain it, it's kind of like a little bit jumpy, but, like, not jumpy, but lively kind of.
Okay.
He really expresses with all the different dynamics from fortes and the piano.
Yeah, and it's got all these like nice and lifted staccatos and stuff. Yeah, very good. So the polonaise it's a processional. And so if you imagine a prom, I know that you're in middle school, but you've probably heard about prom. So they have, back in the Baroque era, they would have these big, huge balls. And they would play a polonaise as like the introduction to the ball. So if you were going to a ball at a king's castle or something, you would have a polonaise and everybody would be presented, and they'd have specific steps that go with the polonaise. So I want you to, we're going to work on the polonaise a little bit, and then we're going to work a little bit on the pedinnerie as well. But I want you to think of this as you're playing the music for a procession, and think of, a whole bunch of ladies with these gorgeous, huge gowns. The ones with the big, huge skirts and stuff. And they have their gentleman partner on their arm, or they're holding their gentleman partner's arm. And they're walking and they're presenting, and they put on these gorgeous dresses. And you want to make sure that you really send the sound out. So that it's, something that's kind of showing off all the grandeur at the very start of the dance. Okay, go ahead and do the first one. Good, and you started your trill on the upper note. That was excellent. Can you do it even grander, even more grand? I should use proper grammar. Now, one other thing I want you to do. You're covering about this much of your hole, so you're about 3/4. Does it feel set up different than you normally have it? Yeah, go ahead and change your setup. But to get that openness, you're going to want to open up the hole just a little bit. I like to think of the hole of the embouchure plate is like your mouth. And if you cover your mouth, you can't really hurt your mouth. Even if you cover a little bit, kind of like you're mumbling. So you want to make sure that the hole is covered just a bit, between 1/3 to 1/2. But if you're more than that, then you're going to get a little bit more covered sound. So try it again, open up the hole a little bit, and send it out. I like to think this projector is perfectly placed. Send the sound up to that projector. Good, and go ahead and play this next section and make it even bigger. We're going higher, so we're making it larger. Stop. Keep going. Good, good. When you get through these 16th notes, even though you have to articulate them, think about pushing the air through like you would slur it. Oops, I'm playing wrong. That's all over the place. Okay? But you're going to tap the air with your tongue so that you get the same kind of direction like you're slurring, but you're getting the separation from the articulation. Okay? Try just that partner. Good. F sharp's kind of a gross note on the flute, isn't it? I don't like it either. But because I don't like it, I like to go for it. So go up and over the top, okay? Excellent. That was beautiful. Well done. Okay, now when I play piano, I like to think of I have something special. I have a really important secret that I'm only going to tell one person. But it's so important, I'm going to make it so beautiful. It's like your dad is sitting right in the front here. Your secret is in your hand, and you're going to give him your secret. So, have a nice firm support system. But if you think of it as a really important secret, you're going to get the same sound quality that you had up here when you played it forte. It's just like turning down the volume dial. Okay? So try that. And then crescendo all the way into the end. Good, very nice. So did you notice that you cracked a little bit? I'm going to tell you, I'm glad you cracked, because one of my favorite things to talk about is how to fix a crack. So do you know why you crack? Or why any flutist would crack?
When I'm nervous.
When you're nervous, you always crack. So what a crack means is that you have too much air for the space in your mouth. So I'm the kind of flutist that always says use more air, more air, more air. So instead of using less air, just make the space in your mouth bigger. So when we get nervous, one of the things we all do, I do it too. I close my teeth too much. So just think about you had such a great, beautiful, open, resonant sound here. Think about keeping the same openness, but as you get louder, make just a little bit more space here. Do you sing at all? Or have you ever sang before? A little bit. At home when nobody's listening, maybe not. For me, it's when nobody's listening, because my voice is terrible. But as you sing louder, we open up our mouths more. Think about an opera singer. When they sing louder, they're opening up. So we have to do the same thing, all right? So go ahead and do this line one more time, and you're doing great, by the way. And start the same beautifulness that you had here, and then just open up as you crescendo, okay? Beautiful, well done. Okay. So, we have time for some, okay, excellent.
So 10 more minutes or so.
Okay, so for the Bedinnery, are you single tonguing or double tonguing this? Have you learned how to double tongue yet? Okay, are you doubling this or singling?
I'm doubling.
You're doubling, okay. Do you like to double tongue?
Yeah.
Oh, good, good, good. It's always nice when a flutist likes to double tongue. Okay, so as you're double tonguing, you want to make the articulation sound even. And what I like to do for that is think about my air just like we did here. It's like you're slurring, and your tongue just kind of ricochets off the roof of your mouth. Even if you're fast double or fast single tonguing, it's kind of the same thing. But think about you're just slurring, even though there's staccatos written. You kind of have to ignore the fact that there's staccatos. It's going to sound staccato. Go ahead and do the first. Let's do. Let's go ahead and do the first two lines.
Okay.
Good, good, good. Okay, so when you're playing this, can you think of the notes? These eighth notes are falling down. B, F sharp, D, B. And these just happen to be there. So you're connecting the beat markers, okay? And then you're just moving your fingers to just kind of show off and say, yum, beep a bum, beep a bum. The other thing you want to do is lead these into here. Yum, beep a bum, beep a bum, beep a bum, okay? When you get to this A sharp here, don't freak out because you have a C sharp coming out, okay? It goes dee-da-dee-da-da-ba-dee-da-ba-dum. These 3/16ths lead into this one. And I think if you transfer your thinking that these jump over here into the downbeat, it'll be a lot easier for you. Okay, go ahead and start here again. Excellent, good. Now, do that same kind of motion, but see if you can keep your volume the same, okay? Perfect, well done, good. I like the ornamentation you did at the end, that was very nice. When you get to this ending here, we've heard kind of the same thematic material over and over again, and it's kind of birdy, isn't it? Yeah. You want to make it even more exciting. So with these 30 seconds, I like to emphasize this falling into the quarter note, okay? So that you do... Okay? Can you try that for me? Go ahead and do it from there. Good. Can you lengthen this C sharp a little bit more? Yada ba ba yum. Okay? Now do that one more time and imagine everybody's gone and it's just you by yourself in your house and you're having a ball and you're playing it really loud. Very good, very good. Excellent job. You sound wonderful. I'm very impressed by what you've done here. So keep it up. Keep playing as beautiful as you're playing. And, you know, Bach is always a wonderful thing to play. It's very nice hearing you play. Thank you.